Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Kirsty and I make psychic and spiritual content, so if that's your kind of thing, please do stick around and join our lovely community by subscribing down below. So today I am back with a pick a card reading. This is a message from your angels. Each of these piles has specific angels. These are angel cards. They have specific angels that have been spiritually guided to be in the piles. So basically what you'll need to do is, obviously these are collective readings, but take a moment to just sit, meditate, go with the pile that you're drawn to. You may be drawn to more than one, and then you can find the timestamp for the pile reading in the description below. So first of all, we have pile 1, which is covered by the rose quartz. We have pile 2, which is covered by the citrine, and we have pile 3, which is covered by amethyst. Take your time now to really sit, look at the cards, meditate on them, ask for guidance to which pile has a message for you from the angels, and then when you're ready, go to the timestamp in the description and hear your message. If you enjoyed this video, please do hit a lovely thumbs up. I do offer personal private readings over on my website www.kirstylewis.co.uk. That is also in the description box. But without further ado, let's get into these angel readings for you. Hi pile 1, and welcome to your message from your angels pick a card reading. So if you have chosen this pile, you've gone with the rose quartz. Rose quartz is a crystal about love, emotion, heavily connected to the heart chakra, all about opening up the heart chakra, all about opening up your emotions. It's heavily connected to manifesting love and bringing love and good relationships into your life. So the message before I turn the cards that's really coming through from Spirit in connection with this pile is about softening your life. Spirit is talking about pressure and how some people, if you've chosen this pile, some of you may be experiencing heavy pressure on yourself, like pressure to get things right, pressure to be perfect, pressure to meet like societal deadlines, to have things done by a certain point in your life, and you feel like maybe you're playing catch up and you're behind. And so the message here from Spirit that I'm hearing already is really about softening up. So these golden cards are the angels that are leading this message for you. So let's find out which angels are guiding this message for you today. So we have Faith. And Faith is all about humanity and benevolence. And she says, stay calm, absolutely. Trust the good in yourself and others. See the light in the world. So as I said, I feel like if you've chosen this pile, there is a sense of pressure and stress around you, and Faith is coming in here literally to say, hold your faith. Like, you're where you're meant to be, you're on a divine path, you are in divine timing, and even though your human aspect of yourself is looking around like, that is not true, and your ego is looking around like, no, I am not on the right path, the spiritual part of you wants to remind you to have faith and stay calm. And how interesting, if you look at Faith, where is she holding her light? In the heart chakra. In the heart chakra. So if you have chosen this pile, you are being called to work with your heart chakra. You are being called to get back in touch with your feeling, because I feel like your mind may be taking over a little bit. I feel like your mind may be running the roost, which is fine. We need our mind. We need our mind for logical thinking. We need our mind for analytical thinking, but we also need our feelings for balance. And Spirit is saying to let your feelings come into play a little bit, rather than letting your mind rule everything the whole time. Like I said, rose quartz is all about feeling, emotion, connection. And that's another thing, actually. Some of you may be feeling unsupported. Some of you may be feeling like you're in friendships that don't support you or aren't aligned with you. Some of you may just be feeling a bit isolated, a bit alone. Some of you may have locked yourself away because you are feeling disheartened about life. And Spirit is just asking you to slowly but surely, at your own pace, open yourself back up again. Tap back into your emotions. What do you need? Hold your hands over your heart right now and just ask yourself, close your eyes, what do I need right now? Ask Faith to come in, to guide you, to show you how you can open up your heart's desires again, and then be brave enough to follow that, because your minds, I feel like if you've chosen this pile, are currently loud, and currently you may be dealing with overthinking and, like I said, just really dealing with pressures in the head space, and Spirit's asking you to just drop into your heart space. So let's have a look at the other angel that's guiding this message. Kalimar, facing fear. Major spiritual changes are... Sorry, excuse my voice there. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. So here's the thing, right? When we're in spaces where we feel stuck and stagnant and a bit lost and a bit like the world's on our shoulders, it is really an opportunity and a blessing in disguise. It is an opportunity to stop and reassess. And that's really what I feel Spirit would guide you here to do. Like I said, soften, 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 slow down. Some of you may be trying to work your way out of this by doing and being busy and getting going, and work your way out of feeling lost by trying to do things. But Spirit is encouraging the opposite. They're encouraging you to kind of slow down, lean into your emotion, go with the flow, like let go a little bit, let go of the control a little bit, which I feel like is a bit of a fear for you. If you've chosen this pile, you may be a little bit of a control freak, maybe, and Spirit's just asking you to kind of allow them to come in and guide you. You know, you don't have to control everything. And sometimes in order to, you know, work through things, we have to really lean into them. So what is it that you're actually scared of? Are you scared that you're never going to have the thing you want because you don't have it right now? Are you scared that people are judging you because you aren't where you think you should be in life? Like, what is the fear that is keeping you stuck and paralyzed? And this is your chance. You know, when those things come up, it's a chance to work through them and move through them. And you can call on faith to help you tap into your emotions and your desires so that you can begin to focus on what you actually want. And you can call on Kalimar to help you push through that, help you push through those limiting beliefs and face your fears. So let's have a look at the tarot cards that have come up for you. So we've got Ace of Swords, absolutely, Judgment, and Seven of Wands. Okay. Yeah, I feel like if you've chosen this pile, the angels are here to tell you that it's not going to be like this forever. Like, the tough times aren't here to last. They're here to show you. They're here to actually guide you and help you figure the way out. Because what happens is, you know, life's amazing when it's all good and everything's going great and we're just pottering along. But when life actually brings up hardships or challenges, it can feel quite tough and quite pressured and quite stressful, which is how I feel some of you are feeling. But actually, those things come up to show you where you can still grow, where there's room for evolution, the limiting beliefs you may need to work through. It gives you opportunity to clear your path. And the Ace of Swords is here to say that you can get through this. No matter how things are looking right now, or if you feel like you're so far away from your goals and you're so far away from your dreams, the Ace of Swords is all about overcoming. It's about victory. It's about working through. Ace of Swords is also, swords are about the mind, which is what I told you. You lot are being heavily ruled by your mind. And I feel like if you have chosen this pile, you probably are someone who is naturally ruled by their mind. You are probably someone who naturally goes straight to analytical or logical thinking, which is fine. But let it work for you. Let yourself figure a way out of this. Instead of leaning into the critical mind, which is like, you're not doing good enough, you're behind, you're not doing as well as the other person, or a comparison. Try and lean out of that critical mind and use the power of the mind to work for you. Where can you shift your beliefs? Where can you start planning and putting in practical place steps that you can actually take towards moving out of this stagnant energy? Let your mind work for you. Focus on listening to positive affirmations, positive meditations, positive motivational speaks. Reprogram your mind, because Spirit is saying that that is your way out of this. Your mind has become loud and it has been leaning into critical and overthinking, I feel, if you've chosen this pile. But it can also equally help you overcome this space that you're in. It can help you come out of this. It can help you lean into that softened life. So Spirit is saying that a lot of you are ruled by your mind, and that's absolutely fine. But right now you need to be finding balance between your emotions and your mind, but also letting your mind lead you out of this as well. Find ways that you can basically tap into your mind and shift your beliefs. I feel like some of you are struggling in the workplace, in career, in knowing which way to go, or feeling as if you've come to a dead end. Judgment is all about reassessing your path. And I feel like because some of you are in that stagnant and stuck energy, you are feeling lost, it is in those moments of transition that we are called to look around at our lives and really reassess where we are and what we want and how we want to move forward. That's why right now you are being called to work with your heart space. The head is amazing at helping us to plan, but it's only our hearts that can tell us what we want. You know, our head can show us what we think we want or what we should want or what society wants us to want. But it's only by dropping into the heart space that you can really feel into what you want. What do you want? Not what your boss wants for you, not what your parents want for you, not what your partner wants for you. What do you want right now? And that may feel scary. That may feel really terrifying for you. But that's why Faith and Kalimar are here, to guide you through that process, to help you tap into your heart space, to help you work through that fear. Because I feel if you've chosen this group, you are in a period of transition and you are being called to slow down, reconnect with yourself, reconnect with your feelings so that you can work through it. And judgment is all about reassessing. If you look at the judgment card, at the back of the card is gravestones. It's about putting things to bed. At the top of the card is the sun, welcoming in new energy. And at the very center of the card is a hourglass, which is give yourself time for growth. The flowers here are growing, right? So it's about reassessing, really slowing down, taking time for you, asking yourself what you want, and then giving yourself time to practically plan your way out of it. Asking yourself what you want, dropping into that heart space, and then taking practical action towards it, okay? And the Seven of Wands, is about persevering. I feel like if you've chosen this pile, might have had some setbacks and you're thinking, well, what's the point? I've already tried this. Spirit is saying to try again. Try and try again. This is about persevering. You are being called to slow down, think about what you want, tap into your desires, and then use your mind to practically plan a way towards your desires. Let's look at the Spirit Junkie message for you. So I send a prayer of love to all beings in need of a miracle. I feel like if you've chosen this group, you may be feeling so pressured that you feel like you need a miracle, that you feel like you need something miraculous to happen. And I feel through this card that Spirit is saying that you can actually shift your beliefs and give that to yourself, but also in sending love and sending light to other people, you also return it back to you. And I'm linked in again. I feel like some of you may be having trouble with colleagues or friendships or people who you feel have betrayed you or let you down. Spirit is saying not to be distracted, not to get caught up in that. Send them love and focus on your own healing. Bringing more into so when it comes to what you need to be bringing more in is put others first. Now that's really interesting. When it comes to put others first, that's interesting because you've got two of the same thing here, which is sending others love and putting others first. Some of you may have a want and a desire to help other people. Some of you may be light workers if you've chosen this pile and you're wanting to get started on that path, but you're scared. Some of you may be wanting to shift out of a career that is very maybe driven by not helping people, and you're wanting to move into a career where you are helping others. I feel like if you've chosen this path, career is a really big thing for you, and I feel like you want to be doing something that serves the collective, that serves the world, that serves people, and isn't just kind of like purposeless, right? And Spirit is saying, yeah, go for it. Dive into that, and also look around at your life at where you can help other people, because I feel like in this group, sometimes when life gets very, very hard, we can really zone in on our own lives and we become very, very obsessed with every minor detail of our own lives. And what happens is when we help other people, it allows us to kind of step back and have like a bigger perspective, and it allows us to kind of see things from a different picture, and it just gives us a different kind of energy. So where in your life can you help others and begin to help others now? And if you're wanting to shift to a career where you are more helping people, like nursing, therapy, light work, whatever it is, then Spirit is encouraging you to go for it. But they want you to know that if you are feeling helpless, you are feeling like, what's the point? To know that you can send love and prayers out now, and that is equally as healing as, I don't know, moving mountains, right? And the final card that Spirit, yeah, I totally feel this for this pile. The card that Spirit have given you to help you move forward is surrender to Spirit. Once you've done everything you can do to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let Spirit work its magic for you. I feel like some of you have felt maybe so alone recently, as if you're in this on your own. And Spirit is saying that's because you've taken too much control. You've kind of edged them out. You've tried to do everything. I think I said right at the beginning of this reading that, you know, it's time to slow down, to soften, to stop trying to do things and action your way out of this. But instead to soften a bit, let Spirit come in, let them help you, you know, be open to different outcomes and different ways of moving out of this way, this space of feeling stuck, right? Spirit want to help you, but they can only help you if you let them in. So surrender your problems to Spirit. Literally just say to him, Spirit, I need guidance. Spirit, can you help me out of this? Can you show me? It's then not your job to start taking action. It's your job then to step back and let them show you how. Once you've done everything you can do to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let Spirit work its magic for you. And once again, the angels that you are being called to work with right now are Faith, which is all about, again, actually, Faith is about humanity. I feel like so many of you, if you've chosen this group, you want to help the human race. You want to help people. You don't just want to be doing the mundane. You don't just want to be doing like a job or something for the sake of it. You actually want to help people. And Spirit is saying that you can do that by slowing down, reassessing, and starting to take practical actions to move towards it. Maybe there's a course you need to save for. Maybe there's an email you need to send. But because you're running around being so busy, trying to hectically work your way out of it, you can't just see the practical step in front of you. So drop into your emotions, let them guide you, ask yourself what you want, and then allow your head to come in and help you plan a way forward. And then when you've done everything that you can possibly do, when you've sent the email, you've taken the steps, you've done the action, then say to Spirit, okay, Spirit, I think I've done everything I can do now. Please come in and guide me. And lastly, it may feel scary. It may feel scary to slow down. It may feel scary to let go of the reins and let go of the control, but it is the way forward. Spirit is saying to trust them, have faith. They can help you face your fears. They can help you work through this. There is an opportunity here. There is an opportunity here, even though it doesn't feel like it, even though you may feel stuck, even though you may feel lost, even though it may feel like there's no opportunity. These things are coming up to show you where you need to clear the way, where you need to let go of limiting beliefs, where you need to let go of holding yourself back. There is opportunity here to soar, to spiritually evolve, to move forward with your desires, and that can all happen just by shifting your mindset and believing that that is what this is happening for. This isn't happening to you, it's happening for you. And I feel you are being led, if you've chosen this pile, to help serve humanity. So I really hope that helps. Please do leave a, what can you leave? Leave a blue heart in the comments if pile 1 has resonated with you. And thank you so much for being here today. If you do want a personal reading with me, they are available on my website, www.kirstilewis.co.uk, link in the description. Thank you so much. Sending love and light. Hello pile 2, and welcome to your pick a card reading for the message that your angels have for you right now. And the first thing coming through as I connect in with this pile before we get into the cards is that the angels want you to know that you're doing better than you think you are. You are doing better than you think you are, and they kind of want to congratulate you. There is this congratulations kind of energy coming through, like this round of applause, this pat on the back, these roses, trophies. Your angels are very, very proud of you, and they want you to start being a bit more proud of yourself. So the first 2 cards are going to look at the angels that are guiding this message today. So let's have a look at who they are. So we have got Joan of Arc, Voice of Truth, and Lady Venus, Downloads and Understanding. So here we go. Joan of Arc says, stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution and speak your truth. And Lady Venus is about downloads and understanding. She said, truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and astral realms. So that's really interesting. Both of these ladies are about voicing your truth, voicing how you feel, standing up for yourself, standing your ground. And like I said, there is a real like energy of feeling very, very proud, very, very like congratulative to you coming through from the angels. I feel the reason that that congratulative energy was coming through is because I feel like you are about to achieve or complete or embark on something that has been inspired by following your own truth, by following what you want to do, by following your dreams, by standing your ground and being like, no, I want this. And that comes through so strongly with both of these angels. I also feel as I connect in with Lady Venus. So Lady Venus is about truth being revealed. You may be finding that like you're learning a lot lately. You're opening yourself up. You're realizing a lot about yourself, about the people around you. You're really expanding your knowledge, whether that be like in the physical, in the practical, with a skill or education, or that be in the spiritual with awakenings. You are expanding in terms of information. You are embarking on paths that are, you are either embarking on the path already where you are learning something new, or you are about to embark on a path where you are learning something new. Spirit is saying that you are taking a brave step, and again there is like a big round of applause coming through for that. Like, yes, go after it, go for it. This is where you're being called and led towards. You're being led to learn new things about people, about life, about education, about experience, whatever it may be. And you're being led there because you are following your own intuition. You're following your own truth regardless of what anyone else has to say about it. And both Lady Venus and Joan of Arc are here to say, yes, stand in your truth. Stand in your truth, keep going. Thing is, when we follow our own kind of, when we start dancing to the beat of our own drum and we start doing our own thing, you know, people can judge, people can become jealous. And it's usually because our braveness and our courageousness to follow our own dreams and do what we want to do triggers in them where they may not be doing that. So Spirit is saying, you know, don't take it personally if people don't get the path that you're on, they don't get where you're going, they don't get what you're doing. It's nothing to do with you. Spirit is saying, regardless, keep listening to your own voice, your own understanding, your own dreams. And as long as you're not hurting anyone, keep following that path because it is leading you into a place of expansion. I feel like if you've chosen this pile, there is opportunity here for you to expand, to level up, to take the next steps in your life, to move into the next chapters. I feel like new doors are opening for you, and it's coming from you following your own truth, following your own voice. So call on Lady Venus, call on Joan of Arc to keep guiding you on that journey of following your truth. And let's see what tarot cards are coming through for you. So we've got Ten of Swords, Queen of Swords, yeah, this is so, yeah, and the Two of Cups reversed. Totally reflects what I've just said. So Swords energy is about the mind, and Swords energy is about communication, but Swords energy is also about standing your ground, battle, like cutting ties. Some of you may be walking away from relationships, from friendships, from people who do not serve you. The Ten of Swords is about endings. And like I said, swords are about cutting ties, releasing, letting go. Like I said in the beginning, when we begin to march to the beat of our drum and we begin to say, no, actually, I don't agree with that. I am going to do my own thing. Maybe you're stopping drinking and it's causing you to cut off from a social group. Maybe you're tired of being treated a certain way by a partner or by colleagues, and you're finally standing up for yourself. It can rub people the wrong way, but again, that's not your problem. You stand firm in your truth. You channel that energy of Lady Venus and Joan of Arc. You stand in your truth, and it will end any kind of vicious cycles or trauma or triggers that you've been experiencing. Spirit is strongly encouraging you to do that. Queen of Swords is all about that. Queens are leaders, they are powerful, they are strong in their position, and the Queen of Swords is all about listening to your own mind, your own way of being, and standing in that confidence. But the Two of Cups, and I do feel this for some of you that have picked this pile, the sacrifice of that or the compromise of that sometimes is that we lose things. And I do feel that by following your truth, by standing up for what you believe in, by doing your own thing, by marching to the beat of your own drum, by following your authenticity and your truth, I do feel that it may cause like the cups to tilt. It may cause your relationships to get rocked. It may cause friendships to end. It may cause connections to change. Two of Cups, when it's upright, is about a balanced, equal relationship. But when it's reversed, it means that has been rocked, that has changed, that has transitioned. It's not in the same way that it once was. And this doesn't feel like a bad thing. This doesn't feel like a bad thing for you guys at all. It's actually probably overdue. Whereas before you may have been people pleasing, you may have been just trying to keep everyone else happy. You may have been the friend that was like, oh yeah, fine, I'll just do that because if you guys want to do that, that's fine. Or you may have been the colleague that was taking on other people's workloads. You may have been the family member that was taking on the responsibilities of other people, and Spirit is just saying that, you know, no more, and you're finally tired of it. And if you're not there yet, then I feel that you will be. And it's about cutting ties with those old limitations, those old ways of being, and setting up new boundaries. And I do feel that it will cause relationships to change, but for the better for you. For the better for you. And like Joan of Arc says, you know, release the fear of persecution and speak your truth. It can be scary when you've been people pleasing for a long time, or you've been trying to keep everyone happy for a long time, to finally stand up and say, no, actually, this isn't working for me. And that can cause a shift. It can be rocky in the beginning, but Spirit is wanting to assure you, you've chosen the pile with the citrine. Citrine is all about abundance. You are walking towards abundance that is authentically aligned with you, but it does call for you, to be a bit courageous in the beginning. It does call for you to channel that sword's energy, to hold up your sword and say, I'm willing to fight for what I believe is right for me, regardless of whether you think it's right for me or not. I'm going to do what I want to do. And actually just saying that, regardless of whether you think it's right for me. Some of you may be dealing with people who think that they know what's right for you, who are telling you that, no, you should do this and you should do that. And finally, you're like willing to cut ties with that and stop listening to other people and realize that this is your life. At the heart of this is the Queen of Swords. Queens are main characters. They are the main focus. This is about channeling into that main character energy and cutting ties with trying to make everyone else happy. Okay. I bring peace with me wherever I go. I feel like if you've chosen this pile, you are a peaceful person. Many people who do choose to that are conditioned into people pleasing are people who like to keep the peace. They want to lead peaceful lives. And Spirit is saying that they need you to understand that you can lead a peaceful life without having to do what everyone else wants you to do, and without having to feel like you're letting people down if you don't do what they want you to do. Like, you can still be the peace and march to the beat of your own drum. And Spirit is saying that even though things may get rocky when you choose to do what you want to do, that doesn't mean it's wrong. I recently did another reading and it came up and said, you know, sometimes we can want to walk away from something and we can want things to end, but still have this like grief and upset because it has ended. So you can have that duality. You can have that, I'm relieved I'm finally leaving this job. I'm relieved this relationship's over. I'm relieved that I don't have to pretend to be friends with these people anymore. And you can still be upset about it. You can still grieve it. So Spirit is saying to just understand that you don't have to make everyone else happy to be at peace or to bring peace. You can follow your own voice and still bring the peace. But I feel like the main kind of thing for this group is keep doing you. Keep doing you. Keep like marching to the beat of your own drum. Keep following what's aligned with you. Keep following your authenticity. Keep going after what you want. Okay, so let's look at what you want to be bringing more of into your life for pile 2. What does pile 2 want to be bringing more of into their life, Spirit, to help enhance this I mean, could that be any more connected? Say no. Sometimes when we start standing up for ourselves and we start kind of starting to speak our truths and we start, I guess it's like rebelling. When you've been a people pleaser for such a long time and you start to rebel, it can be really quite scary. And it starts by saying no. It starts by walking away from things that don't serve you. And Spirit is saying that this doesn't have to happen overnight. I feel like some of you have already started this, which is why that congratulative energy came in the first place. Because Spirit are like, yes, keep going. Keep going, because in saying no to everything that isn't working for you and everything that isn't aligned with you, you are saying yes to everything that is. I'm going to repeat that. In saying no to everything that isn't working for you and isn't aligned with you, you are saying yes to what is. So when something doesn't feel right, or someone makes you feel uncomfortable, or I don't know, speak up. Right, these are the chakra crystals. I'm drawn very much to the throat. Chakra with this group. This isn't just about internalizing and recognizing within yourself what's your truth. This is about verbalizing it. I feel like this group is confident in knowing what they want for their lives. They're confident in knowing what they want for themselves within themselves. I feel like the challenge that you may come across if you've chosen pile 2 is verbalizing that to other people, because you don't want to upset anyone. You don't want to disappoint anyone. You don't want people to be angry. But this is about speaking your truth. Voice of truth. Standing up for yourself. Saying no. This is about verbalizing what you want. This isn't just about keeping it inside and just being like, well, I know what I want. I know what my desires are. I'll just keep it internally. No. This is about saying verbally, you're making me feel uncomfortable. You're crossing a boundary. No, I don't want to do that. And it can be scary, but Spirit is definitely encouraging you to start speaking your truth. Start small. Start with something that maybe doesn't scare you as much. But whatever it is, Spirit is saying it's going to be okay. You standing up for yourself may rock the boat a bit. It may rock those relationships a little bit. But trust me, I do feel the more you're able to do this, the more confident you're going to feel, the more empowered you're going to feel, the more aligned you're going to feel, the more like yourself you're going to feel. And then when it comes to, here we go, so let's see, what does group pile 2 need to surrender and let go to help them on their path at this time, angels? What does group 2 need to... group 2! Right, group 2... This is all about standing up for yourself, setting limits, setting boundaries, saying no when you don't want to do something, speaking your truth, but boundary setting with other people, releasing that people-pleasing, healing that people-pleasing behaviour, cutting ties with people who make you feel like you shouldn't be doing what you want to do, saying no to people telling you what to do. A lot of you, if you've chosen this group, you may have issues with authority, and this is about maybe healing that and looking at that, understanding where that comes from. If you've got issues with being able to say no to people that are older than you, or older generations in your family, or managers and bosses at work, or people who are apparently superior to you in the workplace, this is about setting boundaries and voicing your truth, voicing how you feel. Set those boundaries. So final card is surrender to setting limits. I cannot think of a better card for this group. It is healthy to set boundaries. I need to say this to this group. There is nothing wrong. There's nothing bad. It doesn't make you a bad person to say no, to say I will not stand up for this. You cannot treat me that way. It doesn't make you a bad person. Again, when we are conditioned into people pleasing, we are conditioned to believe that if we're not serving other people, if we're not doing what other people want to, then we should feel guilty and we should feel bad. But what about you? What about what you want? What about your boundaries, your mental health, your well-being? That matters, and you can't compromise that for someone else. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs, and remember that no is a complete sentence. Some of you need to literally say no. Stand up for yourself. The angels are here to help you. Lady Venus and Joan of Arc are literally here to help you say no. I'm not putting up with this anymore. whether that means you go to your HR department and you file a complaint, whether that means you write a letter to someone and say, I don't appreciate the way you've been talking to me. Do it in a way that feels comfortable and safe to you, but please do it, because the truth will set you free. The truth will set you free. And there is such a push that once you break through this, it's like breaking through a cycle. You won't have this kind of issue again. And if you do, you'll know how to handle it. So it can feel scary in the moment when you've got to stand up to someone and stand up for yourself. But Spirit is saying just do it, and you'll see how it just leads you in the right way. It leads you down the right path. There is an ending to come from this. There are relationships I do feel to be lost, but what will be gained because of that is monumental. Your confidence will be gained. Your ability to set boundaries will be gained. Your knowledge and information of how to handle certain situations will be gained. But setting boundaries is a key component in this. So pile 2, call on Lady Venus, call on Joan of Arc, and ask them to help guide you on setting boundaries and healing people-pleasing mentalities and ways of being, and follow their guidance. And you've got this, and Spirit is already here congratulating you. So it's already been done, it's in the process of being done, or you're going to do it. Say no, set the boundaries, stand up for yourself. You have got this, and call on Lady Venus and Joan of Arc to help you do that. Thank you so much for listening, pile 2. If this has resonated, please leave below a yellow heart. I would love to hear how the readings resonated with you. And if you'd like your own personal and private reading with me, you can head over to www.kirstylewis.co.uk. The link will be in the description, and I'd be happy to help you further. Thank you. Bye. Hi, pile 3, and welcome to your message from your angels. So, you have chosen the pile with amethyst. Amethyst is the soothing crystal. This is the crystal of calm. This is the crystal of peace. This is the crystal known to kind of soothe anxiety. It's, great with helping with sleep. It is the peaceful crystal. It's also my favourite crystal. And I do feel that before I turn over the cards, there is a message here of like, take it easy on yourself. The pile consists of 2 angel cards. These are your leading angels who are guiding this message for you today. So let's see which angels are leading this message for you today. We have, Mother Mary, love and peace. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. And we've also got, Melchizedek, higher learning. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. Okay. You, pile 3, I feel are really being called to minimalize, pull back and quiet down your life. Pull away from the drama. Literally, I'm hearing no more drama playing by Mary J. Blige. Like, no more drama. Pull away from the distractions. Pull away from the drama. Take a breath, because I do feel that people have been trying to pull you into their mess and pull you into their responsibilities and pull you into their stuff. And you've been just trying to kind of be on your own path and try and be calm and like do your own thing. But, there's these people around you I do feel who are trying to kind of pull you off into which way and where other directions, right? There's also some confusion here about which way to move forward with your path. And Spirit is saying, when in doubt, cut it out, just stop. There is a want for group 3 to just be still, to just calm down. Just calm down a little bit. I'm going to go back to Mother Mary, because Mother Mary is all about, like it says, love and peace. Sometimes we have to accept that we don't have it all figured out. This card literally says, let go of the need to be right. You don't have to have everything figured out. Like, it's okay. Just give yourself a moment to breathe, catch your breath, and figure it out as you go. I do feel that some of you are confused and in doubt and unsure and on edge and anxious and a bit worried, and possibly keeping this to yourself, because I feel it bubbling up inside. I feel that your worry is being contained within yourself, and Mother Mary is kind of here to mother you, right? To mother you and give you that mothering and just say, Mother yourself now. Give your inner child, right? Yeah, this group is being called for inner child work because I'm feeling it down in the solar plexus. So there's a lot of emotional energy coming through this group, a lot of emotional vibrations. You may be feeling quite emotional because you are being called to heal. There is a healing energy coming through for this group, but specifically healing connected to your inner child, anxieties that trigger from your childhood, worries that come from your childhood, whether that be worries about money, worries about health, worries about relationship, worries, just general life worries. What in life is worrying you, and where did it come from? Where is it rooted? Because you're being called now to mother that part of yourself, to go back and mother that inner child, to speak with your inner child, connect with your inner child, whether that be just speaking, holding a picture of yourself at a certain age where something may have happened, whether that be meditation, going back, seeing yourself as a child. There is inner child healing, because what Spirit is saying is, as you've walked your path, you have had this trigger, this anxiety continuously come up, and the only way you're going to kind of heal it is to go back and unroot it and mother it and give yourself the love that you needed then. Because loving yourself in that way now, through this anxiety and this worry, will heal your inner child. Melchizedek literally says, you have learned from experience. So you have learned. You're not that little girl or little boy anymore. You're not that person anymore. Like, you don't have to live in your past. And I feel like a lot of you are, whether you weren't parented the way you wanted to be, or your relationship now with your parents is healed, or you're missing your parents in some way. Spirit is saying that you don't have to live in that. You know, you can love yourself through it. Because fear is getting the better of some of you, and Spirit is saying you have learned from experience. Take all you've learned and apply it to your healing. There is definitely, because you've got the healing colours here with both of these angels. You've got the blue and you've got the heart chakra. Like, you're being called to heal. Blue is the healing colour, and you've also got a male and a female angel here, which means you are being called for balance. You are being called for balance in your feminine and your masculine, and also with your father and your mother. So whether that be parental healing, whether you are a parent and maybe you're beating yourself up that you feel like you're not doing good enough, or with your parents, you're harbouring resentment or things from your childhood that are coming back up. There is healing here to be done, and Spirit is asking you to father yourself through it, to mother yourself through it, to love yourself through it, and to understand that through your healing there is higher learning to be done. You are being called to love yourself in order to grow, right? There is opportunity here for evolution, for growth, for expansion, but you have to go back and heal yourself first, right? That is how you're going to break through wherever you find yourself right now. So let's see what Tarot card Spirit have given you. So you've got the 10 of Wands, 10 of Cups, interesting, and the 4 of Pentacles. For you, there is something going on in your family unit. These two specifically are family cards. You've got 2 10s here. So 10 is the number of completion. We are completing something that has been holding and weighing us down for a long time. Something that maybe emotionally you've been avoiding. Something that has been hurtful to look at. Something that you know you've needed to heal, but you don't want to go back and heal it. These angels are here to help you. Mother Mary and Melchizedek are here. You can call on them to guide you with your mother and father healing. And for some of you, if you've got kind of distant relationships with your parents and you're thinking that healing has to be picking up the phone and actually getting contact, it doesn't. Sometimes it just needs to be making peace with the situation and accepting it as it is, because otherwise you risk carrying the burden. 10 of Wands is the card of burden. 10 of Wands is, I'm carrying all this weight, I'm carrying all this stress, and I don't have anyone to put this down on. I don't have anyone to call on, to lean this on. And these two angels are here to say, you can heal your way through this. Like, you can go back, you can speak to your inner child, you can ask them what they need, you can give that to yourself now, and you can put the burdens down. Because a lot of you are carrying generational trauma that isn't yours to carry, right? I feel like a lot of you are here to break cycles. A lot of you are in the middle of breaking cycles. And let me tell you, when you are the one to break generational cycles, it is not fun. Like, it's hard. And healing is, listen, you're never going to be complete in your healing. When I say completion, I mean complete in this part, right? In this section of it, there will always be something else to heal. As long as we're living and breathing and, you know, experiencing, there will always be something to heal. Ten of Cups is about contentment, fulfillment, but also it can mean inheritance. And Cups is the suit of emotion. So this is about emotion that you've inherited from your mother, from your father. Look at your life where things aren't working out, where you're feeling frustrated. Where did you learn these behaviors? Where did you learn these beliefs? Where have you learned your conditioning? Because through Mother Mary and Melchizedek, I'm hearing that if you can kind of look at your conditioning and look at your beliefs and look, I learned that money is scarce from my mother, or I learned that people can't be trusted from my father. Once you see where it comes from, you can see the root of it and you can unroot it, right? You can find new evidence to kind of give yourself new beliefs. So, okay, your father might have not been able to be trusted, but where in your life have you been able to trust people? Your mother might have believed that money was scarce, but where in your life can you find that money is abundant? Where have you been supported by money? Have you always had food to eat? Have you always had a roof over your head? This is about re-establishing your beliefs, reteaching your inner child, reconditioning them, telling them that just because they were taught to believe a certain way doesn't make it true. And through doing that, through going through that healing process and shifting your beliefs and nurturing yourself. I actually have a workshop on self-love. I'll leave it in the description below if you do want to check it out. And I actually, in that self-love workshop, I do a past, present and future meditation where you can go back and talk to your inner child. It's actually really, really powerful. So I'll leave that down below if you do want to kind of join that workshop. But there is opportunity here to put down Spirit saying that some of you feel like you're walking with a grey cloud over you, or you're walking with pressure on your shoulders and you don't know what it is. This is your opportunity to put what you've inherited, that burden, down. You don't have to carry this, and you can do it through healing your conditionings and your beliefs. And like I said, as you walk your path, you will continue to find conditioning, because hey, we are built upon our environments, our systems, the people around us. We take in so much as children, so there will always be conditionings to overcome, but this is an opportunity to kind of put some of them to bed and to heal. A lot of you are being called to slow down and to stop and to embrace calm and quiet, because you need that quiet, you need that space to heal. Four of Pentacles, this is where if you've chosen this pile, you are probably someone who really values family, values security and values safety. You want to feel safe, you want to feel secure, you want to feel at home, you want to feel rooted and grounded. And the Four of Pentacles is all about that. It's about feeling stable, secure, for the long term. So Spirit is saying that this isn't a quick fix. You know, healing is a never-ending journey, but let's get started on it, because it will start the ball rolling to help you feel more secure and stable. And Mother Mary and Melchizedek are here to help you do that, and you can call on them for your healing and for the balance of feminine and masculine, because I feel like this group, if you've chosen this group, you do need that balance. You could be leaning way one way or way the other, and although we're never going to be perfectly equal, like in our feminine and masculine, we're always going to lean one way. We do need to kind of meet somewhere in the middle and find some balance. So your angels are guiding you now to heal those bits of the past that are keeping you feeling stuck, that are stopping you feeling secure and safe. It's time to look at them and heal them, right? And the message that they've given you through the Spirit Junkie deck is, my friendships support me, nourish me and inspire me. So you may be someone who craves deep family connection, but maybe you find that more so in your friendships. But also, like I said at the very beginning, I feel that some of you have been pulled into dramas and things that aren't anything to do with you. And Spirit is saying that, you know, when you look back at your family connections, you'll be able to kind of see, okay, this is the part I played in my family, and now maybe I'm playing this in my friendships. Some of you, I feel, are seeking better friendships that do support you, do nourish you, and do inspire you. And some of you may be walking away from friendships that remind you of your childhood and that don't feel great. And some of you may be really appreciating friendships because your family life isn't that great. So Spirit is asking you to look at connections that make you feel good, that make you feel supported, make you feel nourished, make you feel inspired, and root yourself in those friendships. Because I do feel that some of you are being pulled in different directions by people as distraction. There is distraction coming up for some of you to divert you away from your healing. And Spirit needs you to keep your healing as the main focus. See the light, okay? Light is all about healing. Healing, healing, healing. Healing is the number one thing for this group. How can you get started? Okay, like I said, take 5 minutes to yourself. Write down how you're feeling. Journal it out. Speak it out into your voice notes. Listen to it back. Listen to the conditioning you're saying. What are you saying you can do? What are you saying you can't do? Why are you being held back? Where does that come from? This is about going back to your roots. Understanding why you are the way you are. And okay, you're not going to understand it all, but it's going to help you massively. It's going to help you see the light. It's going to light the way forward for you. Healing is the way to do that. Spirit is saying that a lot of you, so sorry, it's coming through confusing because I feel like there's a lot going on around a lot of you, but some of you are being distracted subconsciously by other people. So people are going, you know, come and look at this, come and look at this, and you're going, oh, okay, I'll put myself last and I'll think about myself later and I'll do my healing later. Some of you are distracting yourself on purpose because you don't want to look at your healing because it's painful. And Spirit is saying that as painful as it is, look at this card. This is children on the card. Flying free. Set your inner child free. And the way you can do that is through doing the work. I know it's not pleasant. I know shadow work and inner child work and all of that, it can be very draining and very dark and very heavy, but it will lead you to the light. Surrender your ego is the final card from your angels, and it says cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. Ego is that part of you that is saying, well, I can't do this, I can't do that. I come from this background, so that's never going to work for me. That person has that because they came from a better background. This is all about your past and how you've conditioned yourself to believe that you are worthy or not worthy of certain situations. Let it go. Let those beliefs that your ego is created from go. It's just conditioning. It's just conditioning. Spirit is saying that the life you are living today is simply built upon the bricks that you've created and held on to throughout your life. And guess what? You get to smash those bricks down. You get to say, I'm starting again. I'm starting again, and I'm starting from fresh, and I'm going to heal this. I'm going to look at my beliefs about money. I'm going to look at my beliefs about success. I'm going to look at my beliefs about abundance. And this takes time. Like I said, healing is a never-ending journey, but we have to start somewhere. And Spirit is saying that the longer you avoid, the longer you distract, the longer you run, the longer you keep yourself from your desire, which is safety and security, especially around family. So the best place for you guys to start now really is looking at where maybe you're leaning too much into feminine or you're leaning too much into masculine. Go off, do your research. There is tons of information on YouTube about masculine and feminine energy. Go and lean into how to tap more into your masculine or tap more into your feminine, or how to balance the two. And then look at your conditioning. Look at the parts of your life where you are unhappy and say, what beliefs have made me get here, and how can I shift them? What do I believe about money? What do I believe about possibility for myself? What do I believe about success? What do I believe about career? Why do I believe that? Who taught me that? And where in my life can I prove that it is wrong? Where can I shift the belief? Where can I surrender my ego? Your ego is literally just the part of you that wants to keep you safe. It's the part of you that's holding on to those conditions. It's holding on to those beliefs that you've kind of built throughout your whole life. It's holding on to them going, yeah, but remember when you were 5 and that person said that you couldn't do this? That is your ego. It's holding on to the fear because it wants to keep you safe. It doesn't want you to be hurt again like your inner child's been. It's just trying to protect you. But in order for healing, in order for growth, in order to have that safety and security, in order to see the light, in order for balance, we have to let that conditioning, those beliefs, your ego, we have to let it go. And calling on friendships that do support you, do nourish you, do make you feel good will be amazing in doing that. And letting go of those that are distracting you will be beneficial as well. For you, pile 3, it is all about the healing journey. So dive into your healing now and let that lead you forward to your safety, security, and to the light. I really hope this has been able to help. If it has, please do leave a purple heart down in the comments below. If you would like your own personal private reading with me, I do offer them over on my website, which is www.kirstilewis.co.uk, if you'd like some own personal or spiritual guidance. Thank you for stopping by, and I will see you again, hopefully, for another video. Thank you.